What's up, Sky Squad? It's your boy, DJ Richie Sky. We are back in the building. Okay, y'all. So listen, let me know if you guys can hear me clearly in the chatterization. Let me know if you guys can hear me in that good chatterization. Okay. We about to get down into the nitty-gritty with this whole episode. It's season 5, episode 9. It is the tipping point for Real Housewives of Potomac. It is the episode that we have been waiting just about a year to finally see, and now we finally got it, okay? And I just want to know before we even start, who's in the chatterization. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Y'all know I like to know what y'all doing, where y'all at, all that good stuff like that. Are you eating? Are you doing a little drinkerization? What are you doing? We got Connecticut in the house. Louisville, Kentucky. I see you, Sadie Joe. Connecticut in the house. Who else? South Carolina, NYC all day. NJ, DMV, Maryland. I see y'all up in here. South Africa up in the building. Okay, come on, DC. Come on, Chicago. London, Houston. Miss Savvy is eating. Okay. Y'all know we got a lot to talk about, right? Okay. So we know in this episode, the great dragerization of 2020 occurs between Monique and Candiace. Monique does drag Candiace across the table. Okay. Then we have Gizelle's father putting JAMAL Bryant on blast in a hot mic moment. We also got Ashley Darby asking for a post-nup. And then we got Ray Huger telling Karen Huger that he thinks he's still in love with her, okay? So we're going to get into all of those juicy topics, okay? We got to talk about all of it. But first things first, y'all know how we like to do when we talk about an episode, okay? We got to rate the episode. I need to know what you guys would rate this particular episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac. I personally am going to give it a 10, okay? Let me tell you why I'm going to give it a 10, okay? I'm going to give it a 10 because it had drama. We had a hot mic moment. We had marital issues. We got scandal. We got it all in this episode, okay? And they left no stone unturned. They let us see every single detail. That's why, to me, I had to give it a 10, even though I was stressed out while watching it, okay? I see we got some 10s. I see we got 9s, 10s, 8. Okay, I see y'all. 10 out of 10. Okay, everybody listen, we seem to be mostly in agreement, okay? We seem to be mostly in agreement, okay? Ajantis, I was anxious as well. I was really, really anxious as well, okay? I was stressed. I felt like I was sweating and it won't even hot. You know what I'm saying? It was just all types of things. And we're about to dive into it right now. Now, if you're here from the texting community, definitely let us know. I shot the text message out just a few moments ago. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And make sure you guys join the texting community so you can get that text notification at 202-918-3386. You guys can also follow along on Facebook. We are streaming live on Facebook right now as well. Okay, so a couple of things. Oh, Dawn gave it a 20. Okay. Let's get into the altercation. Let's get into the altercation of it all, okay? Now, it happened. I don't even know what to say. Listen, last week I was upset and mad because they only gave us the split screen. This week, they didn't give us the full screen, okay? Now, a whole lot of things happened. You honestly, if you really wanted to catch the entire details of this altercation, you had to press pause. You had to do a little rewind. You had to do a slow-mo. You had to do all of those things. I think I needed a play-by-play, okay, on the screen as it was going down, because there was hands flying, there was hair tossling, there was a glass broken, there was wine thrown about the face. Producers are arriving from every corner of the globe. I kept thinking to myself, I don't know why the producers didn't get there ahead of time, but for whatever reason, as soon as they saw the pushing, there was a hand on Monique's shoulder. I don't know whose hand that was. There was, all kinds of things. As soon as the producers saw that this was starting to get physical, they should have been up in there, okay? They should have been up in there. You got Karen running to and fro in a Fendi cape, okay? That's all I remember seeing, Karen running to and fro in a Fendi cape. A lot of y'all saw some pushing and shoving, okay? Philly says this was as good as when Porsha Williams dragged that Kenya Moore. This is what this reminds me of. And I just got a question for you guys, just to take a pause for the cause, okay? Overall, this altercation, what was it as bad as you imagined it to be? Give me just a notification in the checks. Was this as bad as you thought it was going to be? Okay. Was this as bad as what we saw with Pillow Talk in Real Housewives of Atlanta? Because I had to rewatch Pillow Talk last night before I watched this episode, because I was just trying to see how much I thought Bravo might actually show. And just like they showed all the Pillow Talk, we got to see all of this. Was it as bad as a Mob Wives altercation? Okay. I didn't think it was as bad as a Mob Wives altercation, because they get pretty rough and tough with it. Okay. And was it as bad as that the Kim and Kourtney Kardashian going at it, slap boxing each other, popping each other up against the wall, kicking at each other? Was it as bad? Let me know. Let me know what you're thinking, the good chatterization. Okay, Mob Wives, they get down and with the get down. Okay. Now I know a lot of you people, you feel the same way. A lot of people will not want to see this type of chaos on the television screen. I get it. But they actually showed every single drip drop of it. Okay. Now, everybody has a lot of opinions, and I'm going to do my best to make sure we get as much of your opinions as possible. Okay. Now, getting back to the scenario, we have Monique pulling at the Candace, yanking her across the table. Okay. Producers are screaming, "Let go." Then we have the aftermath. Okay. We got Candace checking to make sure her weave is intact. Let me tell you something. That is probably one of the best wigs I have ever seen in my life, for it to have stayed on, because it was snatched to within an inch of its life. Okay. And then we have Monique with the cut and the camera panning to the broken wine glass. Okay. Now, I have been trying to go back and forth and watch little bits of this, that, and the third to try to really dissect the situation. But what we know is this. The altercation happened. Candace is pulled back. She's still talking that smack. And Monique wants to get back at her, okay? Production ushers Candace outside into the van. Outside she goes. And then we have Monique coming around the back, having heard Candace screaming at her yet again. And then Candace is ushered off. Monique warns them, "Don't bring this girl around me no more." And then the episode right there takes a dramatic turn, and we get back to the business of Potomac, their everyday lives. I can already see a lot of you guys in the chatterization going ham, okay? Going ham. And I have always maintained my stance of don't start none, won't be none. I think if you are going to toss out, if you're gonna hop back and forth, doing this, that, and the third. You got to be able to back it up, okay? You got to be prepared for whatever the outcome is going to be. You can't say drag me and not expect to be dragged, okay? Everybody got a different opinion about it. That's mine, and I'm very happy to hear yours, okay? Now, beyond the altercation, Chris Samuels tells Monique that he is embarrassed. Monique is unbothered, okay? She is quite unbothered by this whole situation. Candiace is at home drinking her tea and recovering. We got a super chat up in the building. Stormy Blake says, it was unfortunate all around. I wanted to punt kick Candiace plenty of times, but I really wish Mo wouldn't have fallen into Candiace's trap. Yeah, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, here's the thing. Let's be real. Nobody wants to see these two women fight. Two beautiful women. We don't want to see them fight. Bottom line. But it happened. And I do feel, again, I feel like don't start none and it won't be none. Okay? Everyday life. We all know this. None of us in our real life situations is going to try to boss up in somebody's face if we can't boss up. Okay? That's just not what we're going to do. We're not going to do that. Okay? And that's that. That's that on that. Now, I do want to talk to you guys about a couple of social media reactions because we got some reactions from the ladies. Okay? Karen Huger did rush to go check on Monique to make sure she was okay. Someone tweeted and said, "You were so wrong taking Monique's side. So wrong." Karen says, "Not taking sides, sweetie. Two wrongs do not make a right." Okay? Two wrongs do not make a right. Okay? So then, Dr. Wendy Acefo tweeted out, "How do you go to the bathroom, miss the whole altercation, and then come back and blindly pick a side?" Basically referring to Ashley. Ashley responds, "Wendy, I didn't blindly pick a side. I used my prior experience to make sense of the situation." Okay? I used prior experience to make sense of the situation. Meaning she has had incidences with Candiace as well. And it didn't work out well for her either. Although they did not have a physical altercation. But Candiace did toss a butter knife at her. Okay? So then someone else tweeted and says, "Wendy's comment was anti-black. Monique's altercation with Candiace is why we shouldn't be giving a seat at the table, ? Because Wendy was basically like, this is why we aren't given a seat at the table is because of actions like this. Okay? Thank you for the super chat. Brenda says someone wrote a check they couldn't cash. Someone wrote a check they could not cash. Okay? Now, let's get back to what else is going on, okay? Because we got a whole lot of other stuff happening in this episode. But I do want to tell you guys real quick, I will be on with All About the Tea at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be diving deep into the Real Housewives of Potomac this week, and All About the Tea is going to be spilling some tea on some things that we apparently didn't see. So you know I'm going to be tuned in with my sippy cup, just ready to hear what's going on, okay? Ready to hear what we might have missed, all right? Now, I want to go ahead and talk about real quick, and we'll come back to Candiace and Monique in just a second, because I know a lot of people got a lot more to say, and I want to make sure that we highlight anything that you guys want to get off your chest about it. But first, we got to talk about Karen and Ray. Now, this was interesting to me because Karen arranges an intimate chef's dinner. Okay, try to keep things, you know, passionate and you know, interesting for the couple or whatever. Because Ray complains that Karen don't cook. Okay, Karen does not cook according to that good Ray. Okay, now they also have a pillow talk session. Taking it back to Real Housewives of Atlanta, pillow talk party. They have a pillow talk session, okay? Karen wants to be romanced, okay? She wants to be romanced. And Ray does not know whether or not he's actually in love with her. He says he thinks he's still in love with Karen. And I was kind of like, now come on, Ray, you know you on this good camera. But listen, if he was being honest, he was basically saying that the love is not the same that it was 20 years ago. And I guess that happens when you in a relationship for a long period of time, but it definitely wasn't the thing to say on camera. Okay. Now it made things interesting for us, but it definitely didn't make things interesting for Karen because she had enough. She kicked off them shoes, patted LaBelle style, and ran up them steps. Okay. Ran up them steps and she couldn't breathe. Now I felt so bad for her in that moment because, she just wanted to hear her man say, I am in love with you. Okay. It broke my heart. It broke my heart too. Oh my God. Somebody else said that. It did. It was sad. It was real sad. Somebody says Ray is old school. Shella says Ray is old school. I get that. I felt like I feel him on that. I feel him on that. I feel him that he's old school. That's what I'm saying. But Karen probably gonna need to spend some time in the cooking, even if she's just making some ramen noodles. You know what I'm saying? Making some ramen noodles and some cornbread. That's what she need to be doing. Doing something in that good kitchen to show that man that she love him in that special way. Because y'all know they always say the way to a man's heart is through his what? His stomach, okay? It's through his stomach, okay? Feed me and I love you forever. Anyway, let's get to Ashley and Michael, okay? I just want to briefly touch on them because I want to break a couple of things down in case a lot of y'all didn't get it or didn't understand it because I feel like it needs to be broken down just a bit. Ashley asked Michael Darby for a post-nup after his strip club incident. Now, basically, she wants this man to stay in check, okay? She wants him to stay in check. Stop doing crazy things that's going to put us further into the spotlight and stop acting creepy on the side with these women or whoever you creeping around with or whatever, allegedly, all right? Now, I had to go and look it up because I wanted to make sure we all was clear on what she was asking for. She's asking for a post-nup. Now, the difference between the prenup and the post-nup is the pre is done before the wedding or before the marriage, and the post is done after. Now, what she did was she told us basically in that scene was that prenup was good for the first 5 years of their marriage. So clearly they're going to need another nup, okay? They're going to need to re-up the nup. And so now she wants to include some provisions, I'm quite sure, that states that in the event that this man cheats on her and embarrasses her in front of the United States of America once again, that she will probably get a whole lot more money than she was promised in the beginning. And I don't blame her. Pay her for the pain, okay? Pay her for the pain. Pay her for the pain. Travis says, I think anyone is entitled to speak whatever is on their mind. Well, karma comes back in full circle when Monique was trying to sneak Kendall on the show to taunt Giselle. Let's state facts. Travis, who says that? Thank you for the super chat. Yes, somebody said something good. Mickey said that Ashley is playing the long game. Amen. Amen. Miss Keezer says she knew once she talked him into having a baby, she was going to get paid. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Kenyatta says, get your bag, Ashley. Tanya says, Ashley is smart. I would do the same. Okay. Shatik says, Ashley loves to reassure and double secure that bag. I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it either. Listen, go ahead and get that bag. Get that bag. Make sure the contracts are signed. If you do something else crazy and out the way, girl, get your money, get your cash, take that baby, get a mansion, and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Keep it pushing. Right. She's really smart now. Come on now. More children, more checks. That's just my thought. Okay? That's just my thought. Meanwhile, we might as well go ahead and get down to the nitty-gritty. Okay. Whew. Listen, this scene right here, didn't it start off like, things seemed all good in front of the camera Gizelle's daddy, you know, player, okay, was just like, oh yeah, everything's good, you know, yada, yada, yada. Jamal talking that big talk, you know, we doing this, we doing that. We got the restaurant for the kids, Arizona's. Unfortunately, guys, I will tell you guys, though, that Arizona's is now closed. I don't know if it closed due to the pandemic or not, but that restaurant is closed, okay? So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that next season. Hopefully they're able to get something else. Because I like those girls. Those girls, they got 3 beautiful girls, 3 smart girls that can see through the craziness that's actually going on, okay? 3 beautiful girls that can see through the craziness of what is going on right now. Now, Gizelle's daddy is like, oh, yeah. I want you to be happy. I want you to be happy. Until he take that mic off, okay? Until he about to take that mic off, and he like, you know, this man has got 6, 7 baby mamas. That's what he say. That's what he say, okay? Straight from daddy's mouth, okay? Straight from daddy's mouth. And he thinks that this is not a good move for Gizelle. This is what we have been preaching over here for all this time, that we have actually heard about this whole relationship. Now, I understand it is Gizelle's prerogative to choose and do what she chooses to do as a woman. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Gizelle handles herself with class, whether you like her or not. She is a classy lady, okay, in the way she presents herself to the outside world, okay? But at the end of the day, I agree with her father that this is not a good move for her. It's not a good look for her, okay? And Gizelle's dad has said, you know, this guy's got 6, 7 babies, mamas. Now, in the chatterization, how many of you guys, especially my ladies, would want to get with a man with 6, 7 baby mamas? And here's the thing. When the producer asked Gizelle, okay, how many kids does Jamal have? She said she didn't want to say because she didn't want to speak on the kids or their mamas and be disrespectful to them. I see a lot of y'all that don't want to have a dude with 6, 7 baby mamas. Okay, that sounds like a lot of stress. Okay, here's the thing. With her not wanting to answer those questions, I feel like either you don't know or it's embarrassing to talk about. Okay. And I'm just being real on that situation here. I'm just being real because, to be quite honest with you, stating how many kids he has or doesn't have is a reality. It is not fiction. It is not a lie. It is not negative. It is the truth. Okay. Stating how many kids this guy has is only stating the truth. The producer didn't say, can you tell me their name, social security number, birthday, address, or nothing like that? What he said was, okay, what he said was, how many kids does he have? Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Somebody else said it, okay? Somebody else said something. As Carter said, she was right. I wouldn't have said nothing either. Nope, nothing. But at the end of the day, here's the thing. She's all up in everybody else's business. You might as well be open and honest. Listen, here's the thing. Yes, absolutely, she would. If it was anybody else over here, if it was Karen, if it was Ashley, if it was Monique, if it was Candiace, she would have stated exactly how many kids they were, where they lived, what the baby's mama's names was, and all of that. You can't pay me to believe that she would not have done that. I believe she would have. Okay, that's my opinion. That's my belief. But at the end of the day, it's like, when they ask you this question, if you're on a reality television show, if Ashley can show y'all, you know, all up in the midst of her cheating marriage, okay, well, I shouldn't call him a cheater, but I guess he did cheat, so that is, he would be a cheater. Well, okay, there we go. Anyway, if Ashley can show us all that, then you can easily say, oh, He got five babies and 5 baby mamas, and we are a happy family. Boom. Okay, that's all she. Listen, I feel like the moment you own it, can't nobody call you out on your stuff if you own it, right? Just saying. Okay. Rhonda says the Bone Collector never speak on their own business. So true. Okay. Yep. She would have mentioned it in her interviews, how many kids somebody else had. And I just feel like you could have just been honest at that point. Because that wasn't, it's not a lie. It's a truth. It is what it is. And that's that. Boom. Boom. All right. Did I miss anything in this episode, y'all? Did I miss anything? Okay. Thank you. Y'all know I'm colorblind. I didn't even know these glasses was red. Y'all know that? Did I miss anything in the episode? No? Okay. Thank you for the super chat. Daryl, I appreciate you. What else was I missing? Let me know if I missed anything. Oh, yes. That is what I meant to post up on the screen. Give me 1 second, y'all. I did miss something because somebody reminded me of it, and I got to put it in here now. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Send it over to my computer right now. So starting, I believe, next week, the cast will be doing their after shows. They'll be showing their after shows next week. They've already filmed them, as you guys can see. Rafia says Giselle is messy in her clothes and her house decor needs upgrading. Actually, they actually brought that up on what was that? Did y'all see the chat room with Porsha, Kate Chastain, the other girl, and Giselle? And they talked about her fashions on that show. But all the ladies look good here. In their after show looks. I like Robin with the slightly longer hair, but that's just a personal thing. Everybody looks good so far. I can't wait to see. Hopefully we get more shade and shenanigans in these after shows. Wanda says, when is it Giselle's turn? What are these women waiting for? I have a feeling it's about to come up. Angela asks, is it me, but why did Giselle and his children stay at the hotel and not with their father? That's a good question. I didn't even notice that. Grace says, I feel like chat room should have just been just Porsha and Giselle. They did kind of take over last night. They did. I mean, they took over that show last night, but the dress Giselle showed second was Robin's dress in a past season. Oh, that's interesting. Nene says the reason why is that she said it was a better look to stay in the hotel. She isn't married to Jamal. Okay, well, okay. That's fair, I suppose. Interesting, y'all. I can't wait to see what comes up these next couple of weeks. It's going to be real interesting because the cast is going to be divided. You know what I'm saying? And we'll begin to see the beginnings of what I believe will be the majority of them several of the cast members trying to push Monique out. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Let me know if you guys are excited about next week. Did I see? Oh, thank you for the compliment, Terry. Did you guys see? Somebody asked if I saw Candace on Wendy Williams. No, I did not see her on Wendy Williams. I was actually working on the, a lot of times when I'm trying to prep for a video like today, I'm usually working on creating visuals like this. So I was literally just creating visuals, trying to get my notes together. So I didn't get a chance to see it. Tashara says it was Giselle that pushed Monique. I thought I saw a hand right there, and I was like, that looked like Giselle's hand, but I couldn't be sure, and I tried to slow-mo it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Guys, make sure to tune in at, like I said, at 3 p.m. on the All About the Tea YouTube channel. We're going to be talking more about it. And I believe that some tea is going to be spilled about some things that we apparently did not see with last night's episode. So make sure you guys tune in for that as well. With that being said, guys, listen, this was a rough episode to digest, but it was probably one of the best episodes ever, in the sense that they captured everything. They allowed us to see everything. They didn't leave any stone unturned. They allowed us to form our own opinions, which is the best thing ever, because you guys have a right to your opinion, right? You guys have a right to see what they show. But, you know, the question is, did they show us everything? Did we see everything? Are there any big reveals left to see? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? You know what I mean? Because we thought we had seen it all with Real Housewives of New York until Tinsley showed up at the reunion and we saw extra footage of Dorinda. So we'll just have to wait and see how things play out. I want to thank you guys so much for chiming in. I appreciate you guys. Nene speaks for all of us when she says, thank you, Bravo, for that unedited scene. Okay. CC Freak says, VH1, Mon Ami, take notes. Okay. Melinda, you guys be safe as well. And I will see you guys in the next video. Y'all know I love y'all. Stay safe, wear your mask, and I'll catch y'all later.